always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reynolds. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Utah's offense has the ball first today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big week.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Williams looking for a man. That's reeled in. It's Welsh. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the counter play. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Utes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on third and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Hawkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding it? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got a man, it's Baker. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play, ends a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Williams will pass. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Touchdown, Utah! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into games because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the lone running back. tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. We've reached the break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Touchdown, Aggies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back on the option. The give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hauls it in. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Baker. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And they can't make the play on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Wideout trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to slam it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's third and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Utes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Estrada. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Carter? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Caught close to the marker. It's Bussey. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked up. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Welch. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert 3rd down, not only do you convert 3rd and long, but you...
Touchdown, Utah! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. On a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. Russ whistled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Looking for the tie with the extra point. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air on first down. Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching. But
touchdown, Aggies! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Williams looking for a man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced the 3 and out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Using his legs to buy some time. There he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fires into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Norman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Texas A&M going quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Moving away from pressure. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Finds his man. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off play action on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Bringing the heat. Might be looking to run. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just...
Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All tied up, coming down the stretch. This is the setup where lifetime memories are made.
And Reese, both of these coaches and these coaching staffs knew that this game was going to come down to this. They kept talking about this being a 60-minute game. They were going to have to play through the very, very last whistle. Let's see which of these two teams now wants it more.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move is the 30. Brings him to the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going on for his head.
On target over the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult part of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is not a time to pad your stats. Got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners backing off a bit. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little